Good morning from Allen Gap.
Hello.
Oh, it's windy. We woke up at 6:45. Oh, something in my hair. And went to the diner because Saturday is cinnamon roll day. We
It was very good.
Big cinnamon rolls and some eggs, which was really nice. And
now we just got shuttled here to Allen Gap, and we're gonna hike the 14.7 miles back to Hot Springs. So we're going southbound today.
And today there isn't supposed to be any rain, but it's supposed to be pretty windy, which I'm not mad about because it's kind of warm out, so the wind is nice.
Feels good.
But yeah, that's the plan. And our friends are going northbound, we're going southbound, so we're gonna run into them and say goodbye, which is sad.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll meet up with them later.
Yeah, hopefully we'll catch back up. But our packs are when I picked it up with my hand, it felt heavy, and then I put it on my back and I'm like, oh, there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's really a pleasure.
Very exciting. What'd you leave in the car?
I left my water bottle, my squeezy water bottle, like what Jamless here has. So I've got a little one, and I have my dirty water container and my filter, so I'll be fine. But
it was
I knew when I put my container in that little side pocket on the door in the back seat that I shouldn't do that. Or I was like, okay, remember to get it.
Did not.
Bad move.
We left our poles.
Oh my God. We didn't even bring our poles.
We didn't even bring our poles. We're so stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this will be fun. So I don't even know if you're going to be able to hear me, but it got very windy. The wind has picked up. It's been hard to regulate temperature this morning because it was warm and not very windy when we started, so I was in my long sleeve and I was sweating a bunch. Now it's windy and I'm cold, so I have my fleece back on and my raincoat because we're going down for about 2 miles. But I don't know if you could tell, the wind is enough that it kind of, if you're walking and it hits you the right way, it can push you over a little. So, eventful day, that's for sure. So it turns out going uphill without trekking poles, a lot harder than with trekking poles. I'm so out of breath, and sometimes I'll use my hands to push off of my knees to help get me up. But it's so much harder on my legs because I don't have my arms to help me get up at all. And this was supposed to be an easier day on the legs. Thank goodness we're slack packing. Otherwise, I think I would be dying. Although if we weren't slack packing, we would have our poles. Anyway, I can't breathe. So I'm gonna put this down. There haven't really been any views today. This is kind of what it's looked like. Oop, there's a fallen tree. And, the trail's just kind of like this. Nothing, super exciting. But I think when we're coming down into Hot Springs, we should have some good views of Hot Springs, hopefully. Maybe ones with less trees than before. So for lunch, we packed out sandwiches from the hillbilly market. But the fridge we put them in last night was really cold and the tomatoes are frozen. And I got halfway through and I can't eat frozen tomatoes anymore. I'm already cold, so I can't do that. So I'm eating some craisins that I got from our friends, who we just saw, by the way, so that was nice. And I'm probably just gonna snack on, I have some peanut butter. I have a Built Puff protein bar, which I remember seeing people talk about last year, like when I was watching Thru Hikers and what they were eating. Everyone was raving about the Built Puff protein bars, but I have not been able to find them anywhere. But I found one, so I'm gonna try it. See what I think. 17 grams of protein, so that's pretty good. So usually I'm the talker, like when we pass people. Usually if they're closer to my age, I'll start talking to them. But there are a lot of day hikers out because it's a Saturday. And my goodness, Green Bean's been talking to everyone. I've been sitting here and I texted her. I was like, where are you? Because you weren't that far behind me. She goes, talking. I'm like, okay, I guess we're not in a rush, so I guess I'll just sit here and wait, because I'm not going back. We are on our first freeway overpass. Woo-hoo. How exciting. There's the freeway down there. And we get to, looks like we're walking up a road for a bit maybe. Unless the trail picks off, but the sun came out, which I'm kind of not thrilled about because now I'm hot. But it is kind of a beautiful day, I have to admit. We came upon the pond. It's really peaceful up here and beautiful. You can't hear the frogs.
Yeah.
They stopped. But it's a nice day. Our first sighting of hot springs from the other side. And it is very, very windy again. But I think we're only about 2 miles away. And part of that is a road walk, so that'll be nice. I think it's steep going down though. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but it's just a beautiful section of trail right here.
Here is today's blaze of the day, which in this case is 2 blazes of the day. It's a bonus. Yeah, they're very different blazes. One is a little bit more rectangular than the other. This one is a little bit more rounded. Both a little fuzzy around the edges. But working together, they're telling me I'm going to be turning to the left. And these blazes also come with a view of, down there is Hot Springs and the French Broad River right here. And again, you can see the places where all the damage was done from the flooding. There you have it.
So from up here, we just got a opening in the view, and you can see, let's see, sort of all around there, that is where the river was during and after the hurricane. So you can see all of the damage that happened. I mean, it goes more down the river and you can see houses that are gone and the foundations just there, but this really shows you, you know, how enormous the river was. Hello everyone. We finished our hike and we went to, on our way back, we stopped in at the Bluff Mountain Outfitter, which they had their grand opening today. They had grand reopening. They had to move buildings and like we were chatting with the owner yesterday. So that's really exciting. So if you're a hiker coming through Hot Springs, go to the Outfitter, go support them. Another thing is, so there is a Dollar General here, but there's also a place called the Hillbilly Market, and it's like local, owned locally, and it is so well set up for hikers. And, oh, run, okay. Just running across the street. And the Hillbilly Market in Delhi, it's fantastic. Like you can get individual breakfast essentials, tuna packets. It's a little bit more expensive than the Dollar General. They're literally right next to each other. Like there's the Dollar General and there's the Hillbilly Market. But if you get a chance to go to the Hillbilly Market. I would recommend shopping there, buy locally, try and get what you can there, and then go to the Dollar General. We'll still be at the Dollar General or the Ingles because I love the little mini bags of chips.
Right,
They
but
make
not
me really
in
happy.
Ingles and Hot Springs.
Oh yeah, there isn't an Ingles here. We're having a friend come and see us and is gonna take us to Ingles. But exciting stuff. It's warm again and really windy. It's weird.